interest will it be for government to want to unduly demolish anybody's? What interest? If it is not for the overall safety of these citizens that we're talking about. A lot of these people have built the shanties. I'm not talking about, poor and vulnerable people that, but we have responsibility to also protect you. Build shanties right under the high tension wire, and the regulation is there that you need to clear between 150 to 250 away from the regulation line. So what we're doing is that we're not demolishing the whole of Makoko. We're clearing people not to get to Tomelambi and to stay off behind the high tension. We're aware that there are some local and international NGOs that want to profit from this. We're studying and we're going to show you evidences. They've made so much money from international people, and that they've asked for so much grant and wealth into those places, and it's just for them to cover their own lies and the fact that they've not done what they said they were going to be doing. That's why they're all shouting and crying more than the bereaved. And we're here to face them and to let them see the reasons why we have to do what we're doing. And I've also given instruction that whatever additional support we can give to them. We've been on this for 2.5 years. We have evidence, we have videos, we have communication that we've done for them for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Of what interest will it be for government?
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, they're defending the demolition of structures in the Makoko Waterfront community, emphasizing that the exercise was conducted to ensure public safety of residents there. Governor Sanwo-Olu stands, of course, is tied around public safety, according to the governor. The governor stated there in that clip that the demolitions were necessary to avert potential tragedies, specifically citing the danger of homes built directly on the high-tension power lines. Amid this backlash, Governor Sanwo-Olu announced that the state government would provide palliatives and resettlement support for those legitimately affected by the safety-related clearances. And government officials have asserted that the state acted to protect lives as well. They noted too that they would be held liable in infrastructure failures like falling power lines caused mass casualties in the water-based community. As a matter of fact, a coalition of more than 27 local, international, non-governmental organizations have, mentioned have criticized this, and as a matter of fact, some like Amnesty International have slammed the state government's actions. Their primary grievances include the use of excessive force. They talked about the fact that demolition teams used tear gas and excessive force, which resulted in reported deaths. And some residents as well as non-governmental organizations too have claimed that the government initially promised a 30-meter safety corridor, but they've exceeded this to about 100 meters. They've destroyed schools, clinics, and places of worship. The groups, that's the non-governmental organizations, as well as residents, have warned, that tens of thousands of people, including children and the elderly, have been rendered homeless and are now being forced to sleep in boats or in the open. Non-governmental organizations have described the operation as a violation of the Nigerian Constitution and the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, and they've called for immediate halt to all demolitions. As a matter of fact, a quick breakdown of the timeline for this demolition since 2025. December 23, precise, there was December 21, according to reports from the residents. Demolition began. That was when they started to clear that 30-meter setback from high-tension lines. And by January 4, towards the 5th of January, residents protested that the Lausa, as demolition equipment moved beyond the agreed 30-meter mark to more than 100 meters. And by January 13, between January 13 and January 18, rights groups and residents besieged to, as mentioned, the Lagos House of Assembly. They demanded a stop to the forced demolitions. And just a few days ago, Governor Sanwo-Olu formally responded, defending the move as a safety necessity, while he promised to support victims. Well, Welcome to Homo Politicus. We're talking about this particular matter, the demolition happening at Makoko. And I'm joined today by the vibrant youth. You can call her the youth ambassador of Makoko. She's resident there. She's lived all her life in Makoko. She joins me virtually today. Kusika, Miriam, Daniela. Many thanks for joining me today.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. I'd like to thank you one more time for joining me. I see that you're quite stressed, probably from the day's struggles and the stress from the demolition of your community.
Yeah.
Miriam, you want to very quickly, just before we get into the thick of things, run me through how your day has been. You were just, talking about the fact that you were busy, trying to see what's been happening with the demolition, knowing too that your house has been demolished. What has your day been like today? Typically, you looked really stressed. You look right now really stressed.
Today has been so stressed. I'm just coming back from the water again. I went to see where they are working and where they are still going. So I just walk around, take a boat, walk around just to check everywhere again. And now the water has been demolished. It's somehow that is a little bit far from each other. You need to be on a canoe for like hours, 2 hours, 3 hours before you could be able to get to where you are going. Or man, it's somehow stressful, actually, somehow stressful. If I knew that the Zoom meeting will be by this time, I'll still be there so that people can be able to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, to understand that, which is very fine. You've provided some clips to which we appreciate what things look like currently. But let's go back to how this started. And you just described the current state of things. Demolitions continue. Let's just confirm. You saying that today they've continued demolitions today. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, they are working. They are working.
So they've not stopped demolition. They've continued to demolish.
No, they have not. They have not.
And how far have they gone now? Because it is reported that the agreement your community had with the government is to demolish buildings within 30 meters, and they were not going to cross that. Have they crossed the 30-meter mark? What's the situation now?
You talk about 30 meters. If I should say it now, they are almost 600 meters. Because they are almost 600 meters, if I should say it. That 21st, when they came, they were like, we have to evacuate from the power line 30 meters, which everybody agree, and they are trying to remove their roof, trying to remove their houses. So there is, I forgot this person's name. He's the one who leads the team. He leads the team for the demolition. And while talking to us that day, like it's 30 kilometers to 50 kilometers. It's not, when the person's finished, he has not finished speaking before he got a call that they should move it to 100 meters. And talking of 100 meters, who are we to fight the government? Is to obey by the law. In the law, they said obey before complain. So we obey to what they want by 100 meters. The 100 meters now have turned to 500, 600 meters.
You say your home, you had told myself and my crew that your home, was demolished. Was yours close to the 30 meters? Was it 100 meters? Where exactly
My house is about 450, 400 meters.
So going by the regulation and by the agreement your community had with the government, your house should not have been touched.
Yes. not even closer to it at all. Talk like they want to touch it.
But now it has been pulled down. When did this happen?
4 days ago. It's 5 days now.
So what's been happening with you and your family since then?
It has not been tough. It has not been easy. Although I have a relative that live on land. I have a family too. So since when that demolition started, even before it gets to our place, I've already taken my things because we know when government says they have come, not going back until they get to the destination of where they are going. So I need to move my things, I have 4 children.
4.
So I need to move them out, yes. I need to move them out of the community, move my property out of the community before they came to demolish it. But right now, I'm squatting with a family, with my 4 children, because I can't relocate my children just like that because of their education.
They are schooling there in Makoko.
Yeah, they are schooling there in Makoko. The first one was in SS2, the second one was in SS1, the third one was in GSS2, while my little boy was in Basic 4.
So since your home was demolished, have they been going to school?
You know, when the demolition started, school have not resuming.
Okay.
So the first week school resumed, I didn't allow them to go to school. But the second week, which is today is Wednesday now.
Yeah.
So which is on Monday, I started going to school on Monday.
Okay, so you waited just to be cautious of what the environment is going to look like, so that you'll be safe. There have been reports of the use of force by the men, Lagos State government officials who have come for the demolition. There have been reports of the use of tear gas, report of persons dying. Can you confirm this? Has there been the use of force? Did they force people? Did they push people? Did they fight people? Did people fight back? What was it like?
You know, if they didn't shoot tear gas, it would have been better. Because if they didn't shoot tear gas, we wouldn't have a life. We would have a lossless life. So
they used tear gas on residents there, your neighbors, your kinsmen there.
No, it's not that maybe they are putting it. It's not that maybe they are shooting the tear gas on one person. They will just fire the tear gas inside the water. You know, water and tear gas are not friends. They will just throw the tear gas inside water. Immediately they throw one inside water, they can just fire one. You just go and see that one. That one will just land in someone's residence. They can fire like 2, 3 tear gas at a time. So that tear gas is the one who gives shocks to those people that were lost. As I'm speaking to you, when I went in water today, I'm still hearing about 2 persons that died.
2 persons died. Do you mean today or before today?
Today, this afternoon.
So there's still the continuous use of this tear gas. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a rationale for the use? I mean, there is no way to justify this really, but is there a reason why they were using this? Maybe perhaps some youth tried to resist them, tried to fight them. Was there anything like that? Why did they fire the tear gas?
There is nothing like riots during this demolition. We didn't fight anybody. We are not fighting anybody, because we know that people that came to work are not ordered by themselves. They are ordered by someone. So it's the order given to them they are using. What we did not have a riot with them, because we are all educated. We youth on water are educated. Few of us, if you see a few of us that say they are not educated, maybe they are learning a trade. I think maybe they are just trying to use it to scare people. Or I don't know why they are using their tear gas. If I can still find the video of where they throw a tear gas, that tear gas bring out a...
Hopefully that's not network disconnection there, but we would try to reconnect with Miriam, who's sharing with me her story, and indeed the story of the demolition and the eviction of our family from her home community. Well, we'll get to hear some more from her. She was just sharing there that the use of force, particularly the firing of tear gas by government officials who've been working there to demolish buildings on the orders of the state government, as she has said and confirmed that it has killed even 2 persons today. That's the account that's given by Miriam today as we continue the conversation. Well, you can stop by the comment section. Let's know what you make of this particular one and what you think. If you've been following the story as well. We've been tracking this demolition of that community. And by the way, I did play it at the start of the conversation. We brought you the comment of the governor, the state governor, what the governor had to say regarding this particular one. I'll just bring that your way one more time. The governor said this is for the safety of the residents there, and indeed in line with regulations. That's what the governor mentioned. Well, the residents are not buying this. They think that this is much more than that. They believe that government is forcefully taking what belongs to them, their settlement and the life that they've known all their existence. But let's bring back that comment, the comment of the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Do stay here. Some more political.
What interest will it be for government to want to unduly demolish anybody's? What interest? If it is not for the overall safety of these citizens that we're talking about. A lot of these people have built the shanties. I'm not talking about, poor and vulnerable people that, but we have responsibility to also protect you. Build shanties right under the high tension wire. And the regulation is there that you need to clear between 150 to 250 away from the regulation line. So what we're doing is that we're not demolishing the whole of Makoko. We're clearing people not to get to Tomelambi and to stay off behind the high tension. We're aware that there are some local and international NGOs that want to profit from this. We're studying it and we're going to show you evidences. They've made so much money from international people, and that they've asked for so much grant and wealth into those places, and it's just for them to cover their own lies and the fact that they've not done what they said they were going to be doing. That's why they're all shouting and crying more than the bereaved. And we're here to face them and to let them see the reasons why we have to do what we're doing. And I've also given instructions that whatever additional support we can give to them. We've been on this for 2.5 years. We have evidence, we have videos, we have communication that we've done for them for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Of what interest will it be for government to want to unduly demolish anybody's? What interest? If it is not for the overall safety of these citizens that we're talking about. A lot of these people have built.
Babajide Sanwo-Olu there speaking about the demolition happening even now, even today, as reported by my guest, resident of Makoko, Kushika, Miriam Eniola. Thankfully, she's rejoined me now. Miriam, sorry about the network disconnection, coupled with the stress that you've gone through today. I know that it's very challenging, but thank you so much for reconnecting to talk to me about the plight of your plight and indeed those of your community members. Miriam, if you're there, just kindly talk to me.
Hello, can you hear me?
All right, loud and clear. So you were just talking to me about the demolition further before the disconnection.
I myself in video again.
I suppose it's the network. We will try to get that sorted as we continue. But I mean, okay. let's continue talking. So sure. let's even let's go just take a little step back. Let's know your story. You've just mentioned, in the course of the conversation that your home where you stay with your 4 kids have been demolished, right? You live there too with your husband?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, so what's your story? Did you move there? Did you move to Makoko after you were born or after you got married, or you were born and raised in Makoko? What's your story?
I was born and brought up in Makoko.
All right. You were born, brought up there. How about your parents? Did they move there? Were they born there too? What's really your story going back?
My two parents were born in Makoko and brought up in Makoko.
Wow. And your parents still live there?
Yes.
So that's where you've been all your life?
All my life, yeah.
You were born there, raised there. Your parents too born, raised there. You two have families now, born and raised there. But now your home has been demolished. Are there comments, are there words from government as to where you can resettle? Any words, any compensation, anything that government has said to you, your family, and your community members?
We didn't receive anything from government. Nothing has been given to us by the government in the community. This NGO, I was fortunate to listen to news, is it this morning or day before yesterday, where our able governor is speaking about the residents, about the demolition of Makoko, that is just for safety and something. Yeah, we heard, okay, fine, we accepted that it's for our own good. But when there are 100 meters have been taken, they should have left us alone with the little one that remains. Is this NGO said that we are receiving something from international, from this and that? When the government is not ready to do anything, people that have the passion to help, to do, they will surely do it. So I don't know why the NGOs are coming into this by the government, by the governor. Actually, he was trying to say his own part, which we too, that the thing happened to, we say our own part. Yes, fine, NGO come to the community. Yes. Fine, they came to take from our story. Yes. Even if they take from our stories, they are doing things back for the community. Now, since the demolition have started, there are some NGOs that come to community to give palliative to people affected by demolition. Although it's not enough, but they still have them in mind that these people are going through a loss this time. This is the little things we can help them with. We didn't receive anything from government.
So you're saying that there is no government presence in your community. Has government not done anything for your community?
No, they have not.
Well, there are reports
for water.
Yes.
There's
Yeah, I was going to say there are reports of schools. You have schools there. You have a hospital there. You have
on the land, not on the water. On the land, there is government school.
Okay.
On the land. Even this government school we are talking about,
yes,
there is still an NGO that sponsors children into that government school. It's okay, fine, it's a government school. We still buy uniform. It's a government school. Some parents cannot afford to buy uniform for their children. It's this NGO that come into the community that will give school uniform free of charge, school bag free of charge, school material free of charge for the whole year they will spend in.
Okay. Some more network connection there. Hopefully we can reconnect with her. It's quite a stressful day for Miriam, but that's understandable. She's been through quite a lot this past few weeks. From some of the narrations that she's made, this dates back to December 21 when this demolition team first visited our community, telling them to evacuate. They were going to demolish, pull down buildings and water. You heard from the governor there. He said this is going to take some 100, 150 kilometers. But she's saying that they reached an agreement that this should be between some 30 to 50 meters, 100 meters max, and that they've crossed that the day that the demolition team are gradually approaching 600 meters of this demolition of homes on water. We need to be clear that the Makoko community has both land and water. So we're talking about the waterfront community here. That's where the demolitions are taking place. And I've been speaking with a youth, if you like, youth community leader there. She is resident there. You heard from her. She was born, bred there on the water, on the waterfront or at the waterfront, and her parents too were born, bred there. She now has 4 kids who live there. Her home with her husband, with her family, has been demolished, and they're now squatting. And that's the situation now. Well, we do know that several persons have started talking about this. Non-governmental organizations have lent their voices, calling for a stop to the demolition. Some other persons, the former Minister of Education, and you can call her the human rights activist these days, and politician. Is a question. I'm not sure she would like to be called the politician, but yeah, she's now spoken about this, and she said this is not constitutional. The government needs to stop, and she's requested that the use of force should stop as well. You've heard from Miriam too. She said that several persons have been reported dead, that she got a report of 2 more persons dying today as a result of tear gas canisters fired at residents there. She did mention too that she did not hear and she didn't see any resistance from her community members. They did not resist this. Well, again, stop by the comment section. Let's know what you think of this. As a matter of fact, there are dividing voices now, dissenting voices regarding this. There are divergent views, more like, as regards this now, with some persons, saying this is necessary for urban development. Other persons saying, well, if you're going to do this, people don't need to lose their lives, people don't need to lose their livelihoods, people don't need to lose their homes. You need to make plans to settle them, or resettle them. By the way, the reports of close to 30,000 people being displaced as a result of this. So again, stop by the comment section. Let's know what you think. Just before we wrap the conversation, hopefully we can have Miriam reconnected, to the conversation. Just before we do so, let's take a quick break. Listen one more time to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and particularly his accusation that non-governmental organizations have been using the community to make some profit, and they are voicing now because he says they are voicing because they're trying to justify what they've done. So one more time, just Babajide Sanwo-Olu's video, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's clip. They're talking about this situation, and then we can wrap the conversation.
Of what interest will it be for government to want to unduly demolish anybody's? What interest, if it is not for the overall safety of these citizens that we're talking about? A lot of these people have built the shanties. I'm not talking about, poor and vulnerable people, but we have responsibility to also protect you. Build shanties right under the high tension wire. And the regulation is there that you need to clear between 150 to 250 away from the regulation line. So what we're doing is that we're not demolishing the whole of market. We're clearing people not to get to Tomelambi and to stay off behind the high tension. We're aware that there are some local and international NGOs that want to profit from this. We're studying and we're going to show you evidences. They've made so much money from international people, and that they've asked for so much grant and wealth into those places, and it's just for them to cover their own lies and the fact that they've not done what they said they were going to be doing. That's why they're all shouting and crying more than the bereaved. And we're here to face them and to let them see reasons why we have to do what we're doing. And I've also given instructions.
Okay, so thankfully we are reconnected with Miriam as we begin to wrap the conversation now, so that we can let Miriam rest from today's stress. Apparently it's been quite a long day. As a matter of fact, it's been quite a long one this past few weeks for Miriam since December. Miriam, thank you one more time for reconnecting. Now, talking about things being stressful for you. You said this demolition team arrived first in your community last December. You mentioned December 21. So what was the festivities? What was that like for you, for your family, and your community? Since they started demolition, since then, what was it like? Did you people enjoy? Did you have the time, even the courage to celebrate the close of 2025? And how did you do Happy New Year for 2026?
It's not that. They'll say maybe because of our house, that's why they are hacking them, that's why they are throwing tear gas on us. No. We don't know the reason why they are throwing their tear gas. We don't know the reason why they are forcing tear gas on us. The tear gas is the one killing our people. We have a record of 5 days old baby that we lost because of this demolition and because the tear gas was polluted. We are pleading. We don't have power. Who are we to question authority of the government or a president or a government as a whole? We don't have the power than to plead. We are pleading, we are begging. They should come to our head. They should listen to our voice. Our voice should be carried everywhere so that they can be able to show mercy. They should pamper us with mercy, wind, day, or water, because we don't have anywhere to go. A father, a parent, a family that has been spending over 50, 20, 30 years on water, where are we expecting them to go now? So we are pleading. They should please help us.
Well, again, we're sorry for what's happening, with your community and what's been happening there. What has livelihood been like since people's homes have been demolished? I suppose right there at the waterfront, you have markets, you have schools, students who go to school there in the community. Have they been able to go to school? How have people been feeding? How have you been feeding with your family? Have people been selling? I know that, it's predominantly fishing that happens there to your community. What has things been like in terms of feeding, in terms of livelihood generally?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Miriam.
Before the demolition, how I wish you two can come to Makoko and come and see how beautiful it is. No matter how bad house that you live, so far is yours, it's peaceful, you are okay with it. We are okay and fine with everything about us in Makoko. We are living fine. There is schools on water, there is hospital on water, built not by government, built by individual people that have acts of giving back to community. Are you there? People that have Z of what the community picture will look like in the future if they build it now. There is a charity home that just be pulling down yesterday by the demolition. We have more than thousands people, children in this demolition home. Now, this homeless, this home that has been demolished, the charity home. Now tell me, the children inside this charity home, where are we expecting them to be. Where are they going? They demolished the school yesterday. They demolished about 4, 5, 6, 7 schools on water. Even hospital there has been demolished. If we have any emergency now, unless we bring them on land before they could be survived, before they can survive. Not like before. Before you know it, it will be very difficult for you to see a child on water that didn't go to school. If they didn't go to school, they will have one thing or the other doing. Not everybody will be educated.
Miriam, what are your community leaders saying? What are they saying particularly? You might also want to kindly, apparently we can't see you. I suppose you're yet to turn on your video. So you might want to kindly do that so that, we can, see you clearly. But I was saying too that what are your community leaders saying? Have there been meetings with the state government as to the way forward, what they hope of resettlement is? Is there any plan for that?
Yeah, they have been trying to see where they can reach out to government to listen to them. But I think we are still on that. They are still, let me use they, we are still on that. We are still doing that to see how we can be able to meet them. Our leaders can be able to talk to them. This is not the promises they give us. I can remember when our community leaders, all our ballots in the community have a meeting with them, with the government. What they said to us was 30 meters to the power line, which everyone agreed.
All right.
But suddenly now it has passed beyond the promise.
There are those who have been, making comments like they think that government is trying to do more than, just your safety. Some persons have been saying, in fact, there are comments on several platforms, social media inclusive, where they are saying since they've crossed, the grid meters with your community, that it just might be that government have plans for that, for your community, not just to get you relocated, but that they have plans for that community. The governor, though, has said that the plan of government is to make sure that there is no disaster, that you and your community members remain safe, and that if there's problem in the state, we'll blame government. That's what the governor has said. But, some persons have been saying, oh, government has plans for that. There are, plans to turn that place to God knows what and the rest. Do you share such sentiment?
Actually, I can't say how the picture will look like right now in the future, but there is a place called Sawmill in our community that has been demolished last year. Sawmill still has the water. They sell firewood. They sell building materials there concerning Makoko, anything you want to use with wood. The water has been sand-fed. The water have been sand-fed where by caterpillar, as heavy as caterpillar it is walking on the water. Caterpillar can stand on where governments have already, even maybe it's the government, maybe it's individual, maybe it's a private work, nobody knows. But the place have been sand-filled. I think they have a mission. It's not about our safety alone here. If it's our safety alone, they already told us we should evacuate 30 meters to the power line, 100 meters to the power line. Now, at 100 meter, 30 meter, it has gone to almost 400-500 meters now. If they didn't have plan, why are they still pursuing us? Caterpillar is still on water. We have 3 Caterpillar on water. They are still there, standby. They are just waiting for call. Start, stop. That is what they are waiting for. If truly they have true with whatever they want to do on water concerning our safety, what is Caterpillar still doing over there? What is Caterpillar still doing on water? Sometimes you can just sit there and they'll start working around 4 o'clock in the evening. Sometimes they'll work very early in the morning, around 6, 7. You see them working. So I don't know how the future will look like. I'm still talking about the present tense, present now, that some of the places that have been demolished last year have been sound-filled by either government or individual private worker. I don't know.
So you suspect there might be, some construction of some sorts that would happen when your community, when you have been evacuated from there?
Yes.
All right. Miriam, let's leave things there. I'd like to thank you so much for joining the conversation. Kusika Miriam Eniola is a resident of Makoko. She's been affected by this demolition. Miriam, you did mention that some non-governmental organizations have stopped by providing some form of palliative. Has government provided any form of palliative, something to even say?
No, don't finish it. No, they didn't come. We didn't see them.
Nothing whatsoever.
Nothing was done. Nothing. Didn't say anything.
How about those that, have reportedly, like you have said, lost their lives as a result of, the use of tear gas by law enforcement there? Do you know if their families have been called, they've met with government, gotten some compensation?
No. If any of them have been called, we have Makoko Youth Forum group, where every information of Makoko we go to.
Okay.
So no matter how big or small that we are, we used to see ourselves. There are some youth too in other community where people lost their life. These people cannot go to government without their consent. Because some of them cannot speak English, or talking of they want to speak Yoruba, they speak their dialect. So they will still need youth that is educated, who can translate what they are saying to governments or to whosoever that want to interview them. So no matter how a family will be called, that nobody in the community we don't know about. So for now, none of the family have been called.
What's next for you, Miriam, as we close? What's next for you? What are the plans? Are you moving, you leaving your, your home, what you've known all your life? If government decides to evacuate every single person from there, what do you want to do?
What I will do, I don't have a choice than to go and look for another place. But it's true, they will say there is nowhere like home. Nowhere are we, let me say no place that I will go and rent now that will be like in Makoko. To me, even if I eventually go to abroad today, Makoko is still a root, a foundation I can never forget. Nothing you find in Makoko that you will not see. It's very peaceful. You wake up, you go to your daily work, you come back peacefully, you enter your house, no stress. Makoko is a center of Lagos State. No matter anywhere you are coming from, you will see a bus, anything that will drop you in your streets, you just take a walk, go back to your house. So, all is well, Sha. We are pleading. We are begging. Government should come to our rescue. They should help us. Even if they are not looking at we these youths, at least they should look at those old people that have used all their time on water that even some of them, maybe they have gone to their village to check people in their village now, maybe 50, 20 years past. Where do they want them to go? A lot of pregnant women are there suffering because of demolition. We are begging, we are pleading. We don't want to lose any life anymore. These are the goals of Makoko. These are the future of tomorrow. We are pleading, they should help us, they should support us, they should listen to us. Yes.
Miriam, thank you so much for joining me. Kushka Miriam, Eniola Makoko resident and a vibrant youth of the Makoko community. We're sorry again for what's happening with your community, and we hope that the very best will happen, and come out of this. Thank you so much for your time on Homo Politicals today.
You're welcome. Thank you for hosting me. So I'm really appreciated.